Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students of class Inter, batch 2020-21. Today I am doing the exercise of lesson 3, the day the dam broke. There are 10 questions in the exercise. Notes were solved in the previous lecture. They were defined. Now today I am defining questions of this lesson one by one. The first question is, how accurate is the title of Thurber's essay? The title of essay is The Day the Dam Broke. As we know that this essay is a humoric, he is also a humor writer. He has included humor, a satirical story, a hearsay, the thing that had never happened. Therefore, we say the title, The Day the Dam Broke, which had never happened, was not accurate. But the view of this essay is very affectionate, very satirical, very full of humor. So, as the meaning of the day the dam broke means the title is not accurate, but as already described that this depends upon humor, such a thing that had never happened, only to highlight or expose the inner feelings of the humans when such a thing happens. We are always afraid of something, some mishappening, something happening badly. There are always some kind of fears in our minds already existing. When we hear something, we do not investigate or inquire either they had happened or not, but we take precautions. We try to escape, we try to run away, we try to keep ourselves secure. The second question is, what can we gather about grandfather's age, physique and mental condition? It is in the first page that the grandfather, who was an old gentleman, he was taller than 6 feet. Taller than 6 feet and weighed about almost 170 pounds. 170 pounds. And his mental condition was that he was an old army man. He had remained in the armed force, therefore he had taken in his hand an old saber, two-edged sword. He was not fully acquainted what had happened, but he knew that he had to keep his people, his children, safe from any danger. Therefore, his reactions also depended upon rumor, not fact. As he was stern, due to his stern behavior, he was made unconscious. Because his friends, his children didn't want to waste the time, didn't want to waste the time in letting the old man understand what had happened. Before this, they wanted to go away to the east to keep themselves safe. How does the panic appear to have started? How does the panic appear to have started? Somebody else began to run, perhaps a newsboy in high spirits. Another man, a portly gentleman of affairs, broke into a trot. Inside of 10 minutes, everybody on High Street from Union Depot to the courthouse was running. A loud mumble gradually crystallized into the dread word, "Dam, the dam has broken." The fear was put into words by a little old lady in an electric, or by a traffic cop, or by a small boy. Nobody knows who, nor does it now really matter. Means it is not perfectly sure from what point, from what kind of person, yeah, who started first time, yeah, where from the first beginning was initiated about the dam broke, because everybody was running, everybody had in his mind first of all that something bad had happened. They mumbled, and then someone crystallized that the dam had broken, and everybody thought that such thing had happened, would have happened. Therefore they tried to run away toward the east, which was at a elevated level. How did Thurber's mother cope with the situation? Thurber's mother took with him 2 loaves of bread, a dozen of eggs, and her aim was to go to the memorial hall, 2 blocks away, a building which was empty. It wasn't occupied by anyone. Therefore, Arthur's mother with her children made her way to the memorial hall to take the place, or to occupy a room, a dusty room in the high stories, in the elevated stories, to take the refuge. But she couldn't do, because other people took her with them and the children with their mother. What caused the lieutenant colonel of infantry to lead a filling company of 300 persons? Lieutenant colonel of infantry was in a drowsy condition. He was in deep sleep. He was in a little sleep, not in deep sleep, but he was in a drowsy condition, means half sleep. Drowsy lieutenant colonel of infantry used to quick decision, trained to immediate obedience. The officer bounded up the porch and running at full tilt, soon passed the child, bawling, "Go east." The 2 of them emptied rapidly the houses of the little street they were on. What demanded a fate waddling man who intercepted the colonel. The officer dropped behind and asked the little child what it was. "The dam has broken," gasped the girl. "The dam has broken," roared the colonel. "Go east, go east, go east." Means the colonel heard the piping voice of a little girl, little child, who was crying something. As he was in a drowsy condition, didn't understand. But he joined the child in emptying or vacating this little street where his office was. He was sleeping on a porch in the upper structure of the building, when he heard the sound of cry, or when he heard the shrill sound of the girl. He joined her to vacate the street, and soon they were leading 300 persons who had gathered around him, means Lieutenant Colonel, from living rooms, shops, garages, backyards and basements. Question number 6. How long did the panic last and how was order restored? This panic lasted totally for 2 hours. Tangled evacuation and returning back of the people as they had left their streets, abandoned their streets, offices, their garages, their shops. They left their stenographers, their wives, their families, ran away separately, individually. This whole process of running away and returning back lasted, according to the author, for only 2 hours. And how was order restored? The order was restored by the militiamen in their motor lorries, announcing while loudspeakers in their hands. They were announcing that the dam has not broken. First of all, the stampeders or the runners, escapers, thought that they were announcing that the dam has now broken. Means as the seal of authentication on the calamity. But when they understood that they were announcing that such thing had never happened, they returned back sheepishly, shyly. Nobody was speaking about the incident. Nobody was speaking about the dam broke. They returned home. How did the panic start in the cinema on High Street? An aunt of mine, Aunt Ed Taylor, was in a movie theater on High Street when over and above the sound of the piano in the pit W.S. Hart picture was being shown. An elderly man sitting near my aunt mumbled something, got out of his seat and went up the aisle at a dog trot. This startled everybody in an instant. The audience was jamming the aisles. This startled everybody in an instant. The audience was jamming the aisles. Fire, shouted a woman who always expected to be burned up in a theater. But now the shouts outside were louder and incoherent. The dam has broke. Cried somebody. Go east, go east. Screamed a small woman in front of my aunt. Means the movie, silent movie, a music in the background was going on in a movie theater in the High Street. But the strort was led by an old man, elderly man, sitting near Aunt Edith Taylor. When he stood up off his seat and came to the aisle or gangway, pathway in the hall, just as there is a pathway between the benches in the class, a pathway between the seats of a bus, pathway between the benches of the church. Similarly, the pathway in the hall or cinema theater was jammed by the people. And there also a lady cried without thinking, without hearing any voice, the fire, because she was always afraid of fire. But then at last the sound outside the theater was coherent. And what was the sound? The dam has broken. Go east, go east, go east. Why did Dr. Mallory think that the flood waters were about to engulf him? Dr. Mallory mistook, because behind him a boy was coming on roller skate, and the swishing sound of roller skates means a small kind of toy with 4 wheels. Especially children put one leg on this tool and they swish this forward, and then when it gets speed they take other leg on that and speedily they move forward. Roller skates. Therefore, boy was coming behind the Dr. Mallory on roller skates, and the swishing of roller skates was considered or mistook as the sound of running or rushing water. Therefore, Dr. Mallory announced that it had got us. Yeah, it got us. Means whatever it was, either it was running water or any other calamity, any other disaster, it had about to overtake them. But when the boy on the roller skate swirling past them, then first time Dr. Mallory understood from what thing he was afraid of. Means there was no sign of running water behind them. How did Thurber obtain the description of events in the cinema and experience of Dr. Mallory? The Thurber obtained the description of events in the cinema these descriptions were told to him by his aunt Edith Taylor, because she was present in the High Street cinema. and she had witnessed everything. Therefore, the descriptions what had happened in the cinema or in the theater were told to the author by his Aunt Edith Taylor. And the experience of Dr. Mallory, when Aunt Edith Taylor came out of the theater cinema and she ran out with others, she also did this with another person, Dr. Mallory. Both were running in high speed to go to the east to secure their lives. Therefore, the experience of Dr. Mallory and the descriptions of cinema were told to author by his Aunt Edith Taylor. Why did the citizens of Columbus not care to talk about the events of 12 March 1913? They do not talk even after 2 years or even after the 20 years after. The next day the city went about its business as if nothing had happened, but there was no joking. It was 2 years or more before you dare treat the breaking of the dam lightly. And even now, 20 years after, there are a few persons like Dr. Mallory who will shut up like a calm if you mention the afternoon of the great run. Means nobody talks about this because they had run away from such a thing which had never happened. Means there was a rumor. Therefore, they were feeling shy of at their behavior, that they were running out of the city, they were deserting everything, their city, their streets, because of something that had never happened. And there is another thing, that in those days, as all cars were cranked, nobody dared to start their cars, all were running on foot. Though they had their vehicles, motor cars, but nobody was daring to start the car. Dear students, questions of this lesson are over. If you have anything, any difficulty you want to ask, you must write in the comment box. In the next lecture, we will answer about it. Now I am taking poetry, as I am continuing the fifth poem, which is the longest and a little bit tough poem of your course, class intro. I have already completed few stanzas from this, and today I will go ahead. Let not ambition mock. Ambition means ambitious people. Mock means a mazak udana, laugh at. Let not ambition mock. कोई भी ये ख्वाहिशों का पुजारी मजाक ना उड़ाए. लेट नॉट एम्बिशन मार्क. इन एम्बिशियस लोगों को, ख्वाहिशों के पुजारी लोगों को मजाक नहीं उड़ाने दो. दे आर यूजफुल टॉयल, उनके मुफीद कामों का, उनकी मुफीद मेहनतों का, उनके लेबर्स का, उनके हार्ड वर्क का, एफर्ट्स का, ऑफ द पीपल लिविंग इन दैट विलेज. देयर होमली जॉयज, उनकी अपनी सादा खुशियाँ. होमली जॉयज, सिंपल जॉयज, जॉयज ऑफ अ सिंपल लाइफ, जॉयज ऑफ डोमेस्टिक लाइफ, जॉयज ऑफ कंट्री साइड लाइफ. एंड डेस्टिनी ऑब्स्क्यूर, और जो कुछ उन्हें तकदीर में मिलता है, अच्छा या बुरा. एंड डेस्टिनी मीन्स से तकदीर. ऑब्स्क्यूर मीन्स वॉट एवर गुड और बैड इज रिवॉर्डेड टू देम बाय डेस्टिनी. Their homely joy, their simple joys, their domestic enjoyments, and destiny obscure, and whatever is awarded to them by their destiny. उनकी सादा खुशियाँ और जो कुछ उन्हें तकदीर में अच्छा या बुरा मिलता है. नार ग्रैंड्यूर, ना ही अजमत वाले पीपल. ग्रैंड्यूर मीन्स ग्रैंड पीपल, पीपल लिविंग ग्रैंड्यूर लाइफ, कंफर्टेबल मैग्निफिसेंट लाइफ, लग्जरी लाइफ, शाहाना जिंदगी गुजारने वाले. लिविंग लाइक द किंग्स एंड प्रिंसेस, बादशाहों की जिंदगी गुजारने वाले. नार ग्रैंड्यूर, ना ही अजमत वाले लोग, शाहाना जिंदगी गुजारने वाले लोग. हियर, सुने, विथ अ डिसडेनफुल स्माइल, किसी नफरत भरी मुस्कुराहट से. कहता है जो इनकी खुशियां वो मनाते हैं सादा अंदाज से, ये अजीम लोग उनको नफरत से या नफरत भरी मुस्कुराहट से नहीं देखें. नफ़रत भरी मुस्कुराहट से याद मिली। डिसडेनफुल स्माइल, स्माइल फुल ऑफ हेटर्ड, स्माइल फुल ऑफ डिसलाइकनेस, स्माइल कंसीडरिंग देम लोअर इन सोशल स्केल, उनको कमतर समझने वाले, कंसीडरिंग देम इंफीरियर एंड कंसीडरिंग देमसेल्व्स सुपीरियर। The poet is addressing to the grandeur people that they should not hear their simple joys with a disdainful smile or smile of hatredness. The short and simple annals of the poor, मुख्तसर और सादा कामयाबियाँ इन गरीब लोगों के। एनल्स मीन्स अचीवमेंट्स भी है, एनल्स मीन्स त्यौहार, फेयर्स, their enjoyments, their marriages, their engagements, their big days, their fairs, मेले, their other festivities they enjoy in their personal lives according to their religions, according to their customs and traditions. The short and simple annals of the poor, मुख्तसर और सादा कामयाबी या त्यौहार इन गरीब लोगों के। The boast of heraldry, ये जो फ़ख्र करते हैं अपने बाप दादा की मिल्कियत पे। heraldry means whatever is inherited by grandparents या parents, by family elders, जो कुछ मिलता है अपने बाप दादा से, बड़ों से। The boast of heraldry, अपने बाप दादा की मिल्कियत पे, ancestry पे फ़ख्र करना, इनहेरिटेंस पे फ़ख्र करना। द पंप ऑफ पावर, और ये नशे, पावर के, ताकत के नशे में चूर, ताकत के नशे में चूर मीन्स द पावरफुल पीपल, द वेल्दी पीपल बिकम ब्लाइंड ड्यू टू देयर पावर, ड्यू टू देयर वेल्थ एंड ड्यू टू देयर blindness. This kind of blindness, that is because of wealth and power, they consider others inferior, दूसरों को अपने से कमतर समझते हैं। द बोस्ट ऑफ हिराल्ड्री, बाप दादा की मिल्कियत पे फ़ख्र। द पंप ऑफ पावर, ताकत के नशे में चूर। एंड ऑल दैट ब्यूटी, और सब कुछ जो उनकी खूबसूरती। ऑल दैट वेल्थ, उनकी जो सब कुछ जो उनकी दौलत, एवर गेव, हमेशा उन्हें फराहम करती है, देती है। चाहे वो महल, खूबसूरत महलों में रहते हों, उनके पास बहुत ज़्यादा दौलत हो, जो कुछ भी उनकी खूबसूरती उन्हें देती है या उनकी दौलत उन्हें अता करती है। अवेट्स अलाइक, ये सब चीज़ें बराबर इंतज़ार करती हैं। अवेट्स, दे आर वेटिंग। सिमिलरली, इक्वली, वो बराबर बड़ा इंतज़ार करती हैं किसका? द इनएविटेबल आवर, द इनएविटेबल आवर, अनअवॉइडेबल मूवमेंट, अनअवॉइडेबल टाइम। व्हाट इज अनअवॉइडेबल टाइम? डेथ। वो बराबर में इंतज़ार करते हैं उस अटल घड़ी का। अटल, इनएविटेबल, अनअवॉइडेबल, हावर, मोमेंट। द पार्ट्स ऑफ ग्लोरी, ये सारे अजमत वाले रास्ते लीड, ले जाते हैं। वॉट एवर लाइफ यू हैव, हाउ ग्लोरियस यू आर, हाउ ग्लोरियस थिंग्स यू possess, but all they lead to one thing, that is grave. The path of the glory, अज़मत वाले रास्ते लीड, ले जाते हैं, टेक यू, नथिंग एल्स, कहीं और नहीं, बट टू द ग्रेव, बजाय कब्र के या सवाई कब्र के। सिंधी में, लेट नॉट एम्बिशन मार्क, ही ख्वाहिशुनि जा पुजारी माण्हुनि खे मज़ाक न करणु ॾियो, ठठोल न करणु ॾियो। दे आर यूज़फुल टू ऑयल, उन जे मुफ़ीद कमनि ते, उन जे मुफ़ीद महिनतुनि ते। दे आर होमली जॉयज़, उन्हनि जूं सादा ख़ुशियूं, डोमेस्टिक इंजॉयमेंट्स, उन्हनि जूं ॿाराड़ी में जेके मल्हाईंदड़ ख़ुशियूं आहिनि। एंड डेस्टिनी ऑब्सिक्योर, ऐं जो कुछ उन्हनि खे तक़दीर में बुरो या भलो मिले थो। डेस्टिनी, तक़दीर। ऑब्सिक्योर मीन्स रिवॉर्डेड आइदर बैड और गुड, जो कुछ उन्हनि खे बुरो या भलो तक़दीर में मिले थो। नार ग्रैंड्योर, न ही अज़मत वारा, हीयर ॿुधनि, विथ अ डिसडेनफुल स्माइल, नफ़रत भरी मुस्कुराहट सां। द शॉर्ट एंड सिंपल एनल्स ऑफ द पुअर, मुख़्तसिर ऐं सादा कामयाबियूं हिननि ग़रीब माण्हुनि जूं। एनल्स कामयाबियों या त्यौहार फेस्टिविटीज़। द बोस्ट ऑफ हिराल्ड्री अबेदारे जी मिल्कत फ़ख्र, द पंप ऑफ पावर ताक़त जे नशे में चूर, एंड ऑल दैट ब्यूटी वो सब कुछ जेको ख़ूबसूरती, ऑल दैट वेल्थ या वो सब कुछ जेको दौलत मालो मिल्कियत एवर गेव कॾहिं हुननि खे ॾिनो हुजे अता कयो हुजे। अवेट्स लाइक उहे बराबरि बराबरि इंतज़ारु कनि था, दे आर इक्वली वेटिंग, बराबरि बराबरि इंतज़ार में आहिनि। द इनएविटेबल आवर अनअवॉइडेबल मूवमेंट उन अटल घड़ीअ जे, द पास ऑफ द ग्लोरी ही अज़मत वारा रस्ता लीड वठी वञनि था, बट टू द ग्रेव केॾांहुं न सवाइ क़बर जे, केॾांहुं न सवाइ क़बर जे। डिफिकल्ट वर्ड्स एम्बिशन ख्वाहिशुनि जा पुजारी या ख्वाहिश, माक मजाक उड़ाइण मजाक उड़ाना, यूसफुल टॉयल सादा काम मुफीद काम, होमली जॉयज़ उनकी सादा खुशियाँ, डेस्टिनी तकदीर आप सिक्योर अच्छा या बुरा जो नसीब होता है, ग्रैंड्योर अजमत वाले लोग, डिसडेनफुल स्माइल नफ़रत भरी मुस्कुराहट से, सिंपल एनल्स सादा कामयाबियाँ या त्यौहार, बोस्ट ऑफ हिराल्डी बाप दादा की मिल्कियत में फ़ख्र, पंप ऑफ पावर ताकत के नशे में चूर, ऑल दैट ब्यूटी ऑल दैट वेल्थ एवर गेव जो कुछ इन्हें दौलत या खूबसूरती देती है, अवेट अलाइक बराबर बराबर इंतज़ार करते हैं, इनएविटेबल हावर उस अटल घड़ी का, ना टलने वाली घड़ी का, अनटरंदड़ घड़ी है जो, पास रास्ते रोड्स, ग्लोरी अजमत लीड ले जाते हैं टू द ग्रेव कब्र की तरफ। Dear students, if you have anything, you must write in the comment box. We will answer in the next lecture. Till that time, wish you best of luck.